What's going on, YouTube? So I got asked about Ray Liotta, the late actor. Was he a good actor, a great actor, or was it image? And in his case, it was a bit of all three because he was a good actor. He definitely played a certain role that the cold chill, obviously you're gonna associate him. You'll think about um Something Wild was one of his early big hits and Hannibal, but of course Goodfellas. So who are we kidding? And he could really play that chill role real well, you know. Um, he really had that cold eye vibe that was working, and the only other person that rivaled his cold eyes was like Christopher Walken. But Ray Liotta gave you that cold chill vibe, which worked. He had good range. He definitely hit character. He definitely was had a nuance about him that you really felt it. So I would say that he definitely was a good actor who was in some great films. And then the image kind of stuck that he was going to play this mobster type. He played this kind of tough guy, East Coast type of vibe. And I think he definitely played into that, but I think it worked for him. He he could definitely play a role, really well. He's one of those kind of people that he understood his positioning. Now, would he fall as a first or second tier actor? If you would have asked me point blank, I'd tell you second. I don't think he had enough juice to be a full leading man, but I think he was good enough to hang as a strong co-star, and I think he had the ability to maneuver. But I think as a sidekick and in some other situations, he could definitely be prosperous. But I think he got kind of typecast too. So it's kind of a real, kind of a strange situation because when we start talking about actors and we start bringing it down, and that's not no diss because being a good to really good to very good, you can border up and be in great films. It's just that the type of roles that you play, you don't get the same hits as some of your other people. For instance, obviously he in a movie with Joe Pesci, like Goodfellas. Pesci took over. De Niro was the main guy, but then you're in an ensemble cast, so there's only so much you're going to get. But he did have memorable, and he's had roles that he did. He had some comedy movies which were mixed. He was in Field of Dreams with Kevin Costner and did a good job. But again, he was in there with a bigger actor. And it goes back to what I was saying. He could hold his own, but I always saw him as the sidekick. He was, and he could hold his own. He had some movies, and again, they were different, but they all kind of like were that how would I say it? It was kind of like that gang type of vibe, which was a role that he played. He really played a street role really well. And he did a good job of what he did. But he's never going to be in a discussion when we have, if you mention top 15, 25 actors, he's not getting in the discussion as the greats, but he will be in that good. He'll come up to the very good. But if you talk about it in big roles, he definitely came up big. I think it's always subjective, but I think sometimes with certain people, you can kind of see where this is going. Because we do look at certain actors and how we frame them. Now, I go back Ray Liotta when he did an episode of Mike Hammer the Mickey Spillane with Stacy Keach. I remember an old episode, and it was a trip because he's been around for a long time. Took a while to get his big break, but he definitely came up big. But anyway, Ray Liotta was, a good actor who had some big movies, and he had a certain image that, that was all connected to it. But let me know where you come down on Ray Liotta. Please hit like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. Share it if you like, hit that membership, stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm on one time. Peace.